Who's gonna be the first to join us today? Who's gonna be the first? You can't stop yourself if I don't have it on me, do I? No. Hello, people who have joined. Hello. Hi, Val. How is everybody today? Hello, Muriel. Greetings to every single one of you. Hello, Kate. Where are you watching from and what's your favourite colour? Where are you watching from? What's your favourite colour? Am I sure it's week 3? Did I say it was week 3? Oh, it's in the title, isn't it? Yeah, the title's wrong. Can I change that right now? I'm not sure I can change the title. Title's wrong. Ginger is your favourite colour. Interesting. No, I can't change. No, it's not week 3. Good choice, Alexis. So as you can see, I've typed it's week 3. It's not week 3 at all. Good afternoon, Gordon Crichton, childhood friend. It's not week 3. Not. Hannah's in Leeds, her favourite colours. Purple. Vanilla Ink is in Glasgow, like me. And like me, their favourite colour is black. How weird. So strange, as if we were drawn together. We star-crossed work soulmates. Christina's got to fix her website. I'd rather saw Pierce. Sarah Marie is in Norwich and her favourite colour is mustard yellow. Not canary yellow coming from Norwich. I would have thought it'd been canary yellow. There you go then. Moscow Mule again, lads. Greetings, Sarah Fleming. How are you today? I can't get the bloody light in here right. Look at it. It's just a bloody nightmare. How's that? Can you see if I hand it up? It's a bit better. Is that better, or was it better the way it was? Can never get the light. Don't know. Right, we're over 30. Let's get going. So, if you're just joining in to hang around, hi, how you doing? You're the people that are going to chat to me as we're doing this, okay? So you're going to keep us occupied because everyone else, I'd imagine, is going to be busy. Welcome to week 4, not week 3. I don't know why I'm losing all track of time. It's not as if anything's going on at the moment. So, do you all have your cutout? Do you all have this? So, I made the grave error of going for that one. Look, I've got a soul stone in my head, like Vision. Muriel likes Glasgow green, the colour. Okay. Good evening, good afternoon to first time viewer Audra Keir from Dunfermline, Fife for life. How you doing? If you're a first time watcher, I'd probably run away now. It's terrible. Right. So do you all have your cutouts? What one did you go for? 1, 2 or 3, the third one being hardest. Tell me, are you 1, 2 or 3? Same one as me, Hannah. We're going to regret it. What did y'all go for? Number 1, wish I did. Third one, Sarah. See, all of us that have picked 3 are going to totally regret it. Hello, Jacqueline Graham. How are you? Val's gone for a solid choice of number 2. A lot of number 2s out there. Any more? Tell me what you're doing. shout to me, talk to me. It's interactive, man. I prefer it when you talk to me. Number 1, going to turn it into a keyring. Outstanding, Melanie. We're all going for a challenge. A lot of us are going for a challenge. There's a few of us here having a number 1. Oh, I've just got a Dualcast invoice through. Interesting. No, just watching, not a problem. You get the fear already, Sarah. Okay, right. Well, we get going. So hopefully, I sat and traced this. I had a great time tracing this. It was lovely. Love therapeutic things like that. And that's how I escape. So that's how I love. Totally escape. If I've got a wee bit of nonsense going on in my life, then I like to sit and draw, and I like designing. So I certainly enjoy doing stuff like that. So let's get going. So this is Incapacitated. Hannah, it doesn't matter what size it is, to whatever size you want. That was it. Janet says she's making a pin badge. That's great. You could make wee tiny ones for studs or something like that. I just happen to do a big one because it's much easier for me to show the bigger size when I'm doing this, and it's probably the first time somebody's ever said mine looks smaller than yours to me. So what we're going to do is saw pierce. If the first time along to Incapacitated sessions, this is just a hangout. This is just us sitting here having a chat, making jewellery together. Although we're not in the same room, we're in the same virtual room. We can see the chat happening, you can see me, I can't see you, but that's why I like to encourage you to say things, because it's good, and it encourages discussion, debate. I can give you tips along the way, and I'll show it as the way we go. So what we've got here is the cutout, and then I've got my copper sheet. Okay, so I'm using copper just because that's what we have. You use whatever you want to get your hands on. I mean, use platinum if you want, you know, use it. And as you can see, I've got my double-sided tape on here. And sorry, I was distracted there by Kirsty saying that she's just watching to see how I work. Shambolically, Kirsty is the answer. Terribly, dreadfully, but amusingly. Both definitions. So it's fascinating. Yeah, but I wish I could make cakes like you. What's the best blade for 0.9mm? I'm using a 2.0, so I've got 9mm sheet, Scott. I've got 0.9mm sheet, and I'm using a 2.0. Okay. Hi Lois, how are you? Right, so pre-peeled this, Sarah says. Yes, I've pre-peeled this because I didn't want to sit on the internet and try and peel double-sided tape. Now usually I stick the double-sided to the actual template. However, I was distracted by my annoying daughter, who was talking just shite to me. Does anyone else have an annoying 11-year-old daughter who won't shut up? I know I do. And I got distracted by her. Daniela, you're very entertaining. You are easily entertained. So I've pre-done this. Is annealed metal easier to saw? At this gauge, doesn't make a blind bit of difference. But I suppose there's no harm in doing it. I suppose it maybe depends. That's actually a good question. I don't actually know the answer. I wonder if it is. Are any other jewelers watching who know the answer to that question? See, I don't know everything. Okay. It's sticky and tacky, a bit like my pattern. And now I'm going to stick it on here. For internal sections, corner or junctions is, yeah. So Rona's made a very good question. Rona asks a very good question. To drill the hole is up at the corners, because if you're in the middle of one of the holes, so I would mark on the first dot there. So I would put, you know, right at the dot or even closer to there, because if you imagine that you put it in the center dot, then you've got to cut all the way to the corners, where if you start in one of the corners, you're only going to one part, but that's only saying if there's a triangle. So yeah, I would try, and when you're drilling your holes, think about it, be intelligent about it, and think about doing the least amount of work as possible. So you've annealed it and it's bendy. Yeah, that might be a bit of a pain in the ass if you're trying to saw pierce this. It might get really floppy. Yeah, copper can get really soft, so I probably wouldn't bother. So, let's get cracking. Are you all stuck on there? Are we all ready to start drilling? Shall we just get on with it and get going? Because those of us who have chosen Design 3 are going to be here for a while. So, for this, you will obviously need your template and your bit of sheet that you're using. You will need, obviously, a saw frame and your saw blade. I'm using a 2.0. You can just use whatever you get your hands on. I think the 2.0 is a good balance here for being sturdy enough to cut out 0.9 sheet, but not being too flimsy that it's just going to completely break every time. And the other main thing you'll need is this, a hand drill. Or if you're at your bench and you have access to a pendant motor, great, then you're going to zoom through this. But those of us who just have the hand drill, some of you might just have one like that. If you've got a wee furry thing kicking about, then you put it on the top there, and then when you drill, it doesn't hurt your hand. See that? Right, let's get ready to rumble, lads. Okie dokie, let's get going. There's no prizes for coming first. It's just a hangout. It's just us making jewellery together, and then we all share our pictures later on, and it's a good way to spend 90 minutes on a Wednesday afternoon. So let's do it. So I'm going to start drilling. I'm not even going to start counting how many we've bloody got here. I might change it by drilling through a few and then saw piercing out and then coming back and drilling, because there's quite a lot to drill here. Yeah, this may take a while. I wish I had a pendant motor, pendant motor, pendant motor. I need to try and sharpen my drill. I just got a stone from the back garden. And I'm trying to kind of sharpen my drill because I don't have a sharpening stone here. Trick. That's made it a wee bit better. I reckon we might not be able to get this done in the allocated time just because of the drilling and the saw piercing, but that's fine, we'll post them up later. This is just us, as I said, hanging about, having a wee chat, me showing you how I would do it. 2 holes drilled so far up the top there. Stamped a drill bit already, nightmare, that's a terrible start. As long as it's not snapped in the piece. Oh man, I need to get something to sharpen a bloody drill. Don't throw them away when they're blunt. How to do it. If you've got a big drill set, say you got a 10mm drill, and you can see the way that the 2 bits come to a peak at the face and how the cutting faces, and that should be what the 1mm drill looks like. So it takes a wee bit of an art and a skill. If you're used to sharpening scorpers, then it will be absolutely fine. But it's quite an art, a skill in itself. That's much better to sharpen little drills like this. So I would practice doing it, and it means that you don't have to keep throwing out broken drills. you can be more economical. Just thinking, this is the only 1 mil drill I've got, so if I break it, this will be fun. Let's go saw piercing. We were saying about when you get to corners to try and do that tread and both the saw blade and the job with your left hand. You use your 2 hands working together as a team. The simpler ones, that's what for, because I know we're all at different skill levels. Stock order and drill, but get your saw blades in there as well. Instead of it as a file, just to slightly adjust. Okay, I'll get it to you. One down. Right, second one, off we go. Number 3, we're cutting that big inner bit out. Yes, the whole bit, Hannah, is getting pierced out, so I'm not really what to do there. No. Can you hear me? Are you there? I'm trying to look at the iPad. Hold on. Bear with me. Technology really is out to get me this week, isn't it? How's that? Is it still fading in and out? Was that yeah, it's fading in and out, or it's better? Is it any better? Yeah. Well, good Lewis. Shall we continue? Lois, when I read that, I thought you'd meant that you just closed and opened one of your windows. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm thinking either it was the interweb or I had to, for stability, I'd taped the iPad, so I might have taped over the mic. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll keep going just now anyway. Okie dokie. Give me a second, lads. Hello again. Dear. This is going well, isn't it? When good TV goes bad. It's just not my week at all, guys, is it? It really is not. Right. Okie dokie, what's happening with the sound? The sound okay? I don't know. Let's just keep plugging away. Stupid technology. The iPad might fall again. starting to stop complaining about a pendant drill wobble. Right, do you know what? I think what we'll do is, if it's still fading in and out, I'm going to stop it and start it again like last night and just see what happens. Alright? The only thing I can think of is turning it off and back on again. Alright? So come back to it. Alright? How are we doing? How is the sound? Let me know. Hello everyone again. Hello Marie, you've not actually missed anything because we're having sound and technology issues again. This is the new one, yes. Hello everyone again. Much better, good. Glad to hear it. Sound okay so far, lads? Good, 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 good. So I'm at number 3 so far, so you can see through there and we can see at the back. There we go. Clear as day. Yes. Hello to everyone watching again. Hello. Kate, if you're there, I had to post that video to save the first part of it because I'll edit them together when I upload it to YouTube. If there's any chance that you could just save that and then send it to me and then hide it from the timeline so people aren't getting confused, that would be great. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if you can figure out a way to do that. If not, we'll just have to leave it there just now. Oh, I think... that moment when you need a pair of parallel pliers and you don't have it. My t-shirt says rats, does it? Look. Rats sraw oni Igor, which is Hungarian for Star Wars Rogue One. Good question, Jill. I sometimes do both. It depends. If you've got quite a steep corner like that, it's maybe better to come in from 2 different angles. If you've got a more obtuse angle or a right angle, I will maybe go up and then do that treading water thing and then move along. So it depends on the severity of the angle, I think. I would say for the majority of these, the internal triangles, I'll probably come in from 2 different angles. I'll be back in a minute. I just need to go out there over the hall and get myself a pair of pliers so I can adjust this. Alright, keep going. I'll be back in a minute. This is probably going to be the most entertaining part of this video. can't find them. I need to torch my phone. Be back in a minute. Talk to Johnny. Fuck off. Okay. I'm still here. Still here. What happened there? So obviously they were in the first place I looked. My hi Audra, my workbench is in my utility room. Oh, utility room. So middle class. So middle class. You want a tumble dryer on, lads? Ah, white noise. There you go. Proof that I'm in a utility room with Johnny protecting the pet food cupboard. Right, so that was an amazing piece of live internet TV there, which you must have all enjoyed immensely. I know I did. Tightening up. Ow! Pinch my finger now. Right, what was I doing? What were we all doing? Who's doing what? What's happening? Oh aye, we're doing this. Cool. So we're just drilling and sawing and drilling and sawing, and now I can't get it tight enough. Has anyone got a spare vise? What can I use as a vise? Don't know. What would be handy if I had 2 pairs of pliers, but I could only find the one. Why didn't I bring pliers home? Why did I not do that? Maybe try and jam this. Here we go. That's alright, we're all going at our own pace, Hannah. I mean, things would be a lot faster for me if I had 2 pairs of pliers. So my drill wouldn't stop slipping like this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try my pin vise. I might be able to get that tighter. Yes, Scott. Yes. Yes, Scott. I feel that week 4 was the week where Vanilla Ink's live online content just started to slightly fall to bits. So I'm just swapping my wee drill here and putting it in my pin vise, which I'm hoping I can get a wee bit tighter. The hard part of a pin vise is actually getting it in straight and then round it. Do get an A for effort, lads. So tell me, where are you all up to? What are you at? How many cutouts down are you? How many holes have you drilled? What technique are you doing? Are you drilling everything first? Or are you drilling and cutting as you go like me, just to kind of change things up a bit? What's your preferred tactic? How's the sound doing as well, lads? All good? Right, now we're going. Here we go. Let's get in a wee rhythm now. Let's get in a routine, lose ourselves in this job, get on with it. Did I drill all the way through there? No, I didn't. Good. So while you're here, I'm just going to let you know that a lot of you are new to wax carving because of INKapacitated and Project Connect, because it's the kind of ideal medium to use. It's cheap, etc. But because you're just kind of learning on the hoof, and as you go, some of you are getting a wee bit. Wait till I finish. Some of you are getting a wee bit kind of disheartened because you've been breaking the wax and you're not entirely too sure how to fix it. So I put together a wee video about fixing broken wax, which I will stick out later on so you can watch. And if you're new to wax carving, it should hopefully help you, because part of wax carving is breaking waxes. It just happens, man. remember that both of your hands work as a team. I saw my right hand, so that's my doing hand. And my left hand is my holding hand. So remember that the left hand has to clamp, the right hand does all the hard work. All right? Drilling saw, drilling saw, drilling, drilling, drilling saw, drilling saw, drilling saw, drilling, drilling, drilling saw. I could certainly put music to that, couldn't I? So this for me is cut out number 6 of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 in total. Yes, Scott, you should do the most difficult one, Scott. Lead by example, Scott. I think once you kind of lose yourself in this, it becomes quite therapeutic again, like wax carving, because you're in a routine, you're just getting on with it, and I think that's why I find it quite soothing to do this and get on with it. That's kind of where I'm at. I should have made mine bigger now, I know. Remember I said that, the smaller it is, the more intricate it is, but then the bigger it is, the more sawing there is. Find that happy medium. It's the Goldilocks rule. If you're not familiar with the Goldilocks rule, it applies a lot to stone setting. How far do you set your stone in? Not too deep, not too high, somewhere in between. Goldilocks rule. Still alright out there? Coping? Using my saw as a file. I've gone a wee bit wobbly with this particular one, and I'm just rubbing it along the side and just straightening it up using the teeth of the saw blade as a file. It's quite difficult. How is everybody finding this week's Project Connect? Because I am completely drawn blanks. Can't do it. I designed the bloody thing and I can't do it. Not digging it, not feeling it. Can't get anything out of my head right. Can't do it. However, next week's brief's a belter. And remember that this week's Project Connect is sponsored, inverted commas, by Cafe Strange Brew. Yeah, I can't do it either. Love the design idea. The thing is, I loved it when I wrote it, and then as soon as I started trying to draw it, I couldn't do it. I thought it was a terrible idea. And the funny thing is that lots of people have said that it's not really their thing, which is great because I've started to push you. Yeah, there has been lots of great efforts. Both me and Kate absolutely love when you're tagging us in your Connect and your incapacitated efforts. It's brilliant to see. Please don't stop doing that. Tag us in it, we'll give you a shout out. Yes, I knew that you meant design skate. I think everyone did. I think that's the first time I've ever understood anything you said. From my fault. My fault, obviously. That sounded sarky as well, didn't it? Wasn't meant to be. God, Val, you get 4 designs out of it. I haven't even got one decent one. away your old designs though. You never know when they come in handy and you'll get inspiration from them. Don't throw away your designs. Keep them on file somewhere. I haven't got blisters yet from drilling. Here's where I've got to. Hello through there. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Actually quite enjoying this. It's nice, it's therapeutic. There's the back. You can see. I suppose it's alright. I'll probably need to tidy up the corners a bit. But we're definitely getting there. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you getting on? Gave out the hand drill and dug out the proper one. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Oh. Well, that's reassuring. I've got drills in there. Right, break time over. Let's get going. Where's my glasses? Here we go. Here's a question for you guys, which isn't jewellery related, right? Why can people not follow arrows on the floor of a supermarket? Tell me. Really big arrows on the floors of supermarkets telling you it's safer to go up one way and then down the other and along that way, but they can't do it. Why? It stresses me out. Understand you might forget something and go, oh no, and you go back down there. Right, fine. But people are blatantly going down the wrong way. Why? Let me order a pendant drill, get it set up in here. Here's another question, Melanie. Why did he have to pick up 18 tins of soup, which are all the same, thus transferring all their COVID-19-iness all over the other tins of soup before they pick up one. Just pick one up. They're all the same. They're all the same. I mean, we could all use, I suppose, the Mike Pence argument. I didn't wear a mask because I wanted to look people in the eye. Do click and collect. I know, much easier. I've been doing the self-scan when I go shopping. I find that less stressful. I was going to say more relaxing there. No, less stressful. Stand in front of a shelf for ages, contemplating life, and there's a massive queue waiting behind them. Yes, and then you look at them as if to say, "Can I get by?" And then they're like, "Ugh." Honestly, still nobody's taking this. Not nobody's taking this seriously, but not enough people are taking this seriously. Anybody close to finishing? Anybody nearly there yet? That's a sound solution, Sarah. Send him out. Right, he's expendable, you're not. There was a punch up in the car park. God. Jesus. Good grief. What does that say, Val? No, that's happened to me a lot. People coming too close to you, not understanding what 2 meters is. Completely frustrating. How many saw blades are you down, guys? Be honest. Let me know. How many have you smashed? How many have you broken? There's no shame in it. Still, oh, there, see, that's an unusual ratio. It's usually the saw blades that go first, Sarah. Kill two's drill bit, it's soft. I think that happened because we were talking about it. One blade down. Just as well I've got millions and millions. That's not the right saw blade. I blame you, Sarah Anderson. You cursed me now. Right. You have no idea how many times I make a proud boast like that. And then shit happens. Three, no worries. Corns are fiddly, aren't they? Here we go. This is what's happening in my life. It's quite neat, isn't it? It's not that bad. Oh no, you're sawing blind. Hate when it happens. Well, it sounds like you're having a good day's morag. That sounds awesome. 2 blades down, 2 drill bits down, double-sided tape too thick. Now the stencil's ripped off. Maybe try spray mount or something, rather than the double-sided tape. Pritt stick even helps as well. behave. Oh, Alexis. Do I ever leave the stencil on as a guide for filing? No, I'll take it off because then I'll just do it with my eye because you can't really see what's going on with the stencil on it or the template on there. So no, I'll always take that off and then file it up and tidy it up by eye. And a tired hand. The homemade sharpening stone's doing alright, guys. Actually no bad. I'm definitely going to have blisters at the end of this. Trivia time. At the end of which Beatles song does John Lennon yell, "I have blisters on my fingers"? First person wins a prize. Man, there are no Beatles fans out there. Jeez, oh. Fools. I'm not telling you. Somebody needs to guess. Was it Ringo? I thought it was John. You sure it was Ringo? What do I know? Give us the answer then, Beck. See, Gordon's in there. Bex, you were delaying there with your showboating about who actually said it, and Gordon snuck in there and said it was Helter Skelter, so he wins a signed photo of Kate Pickering. You're too late, Bex. You were showboating about who it was. See? Bye, Angela. Saw a great video once about Ringo, and it was just dispelling this myth about, oh, he's not a good drummer, Ringo. And I can't remember, it was a world-renowned drummer and he was doing a demonstration, I suppose it was a bit like this online, and they picked a Beatles song and they just started doing a basic 4/4, whatever it was, and it just didn't sound right. And then they played what Ringo played and it was just perfect, and it just showed you how good a drummer he was, because he just made that backbeat sound perfect. There you go. So on the shuffle. Which other famous, worldwide, globally famous group covered the song? Which album did it open? And what did the lead singer say just before the song started? This is good with a music trivia, isn't it? My blade's not tight enough. That's better. Nope, wasn't Crowded House. That's not the one I'm thinking of anyway. Although I love Crowded House. Neil Finn follows one of my mates on Twitter, which he was ridiculously excited about. But then I had to tell him that Niels Lofgren from the actual East Street Band follows me. That's right, Niels Lofgren. God knows why, because my patter's shine. An actual East Street Band member follows me on the Twitter. Go to my grave happy. Stephen Fry follows you? That's a great follow. That's very exciting. Okay, the lead singer says, here's a song Charles Manson stole from the Beatles. We're stealing it back. That was my impression of him as well. A Chuckle Brother friended me. Was it Barry or Paul? That is really exciting. Getting there. Although that's not a good claim to fame now, Sarah, because he's dead. So he technically doesn't follow you anymore. Muriel, that is a misquote. Nobody ever actually said that. It's a myth. Actual Paul Chuckle lives in your town, Bex, or Paul McCartney. I'm more excited that Paul Chuckle lives in your town. That's amazing. When you see him in Asda, does he stick to 2 meters apart? 2 meters to you, 2 meters to you. Okay, so the other band, the album is Rattle and Hum. Come on, who was it? You too, Jill, there we go. You also win a signed picture of Kate. Was it that indie band from Sheffield I can't remember the name of? What one? Loads of bands from Sheffield. Pulp, Human League, Richard Hawley. Well, Richard Hawley was in Pulp. Def Leppard, they're from Sheffield. Arctic Monkeys, they're from Sheffield. Yes. Anybody been listening or listening along to the Tim Burgess thing on Twitter, the Tim's listening party, whatever it's called? It's great. He picks different albums and then we all listen to it at the same time and you follow the hashtag. And people are commenting on it. Last night's was Teenage Fan Club, and it was Bandwagon S, and Norman Blake was tweeting about it. Really, really good. I think they're doing Frightened Rabbit Midnight Organ Fight on the 10th of May. It's great, isn't it? Tim's Twitter listening party or something like that. It's great. Did Mogwai last week. Oh, my blade. Drill bit slipped a bit there. Right, back to jewellery business. How are we doing? Tell me. Let me know. Ah, the bald John McClure from Reverend and Makers, yes. Where are you at? Tell me. Let me know. This is me. I've been having a great time this afternoon. Take my 2 wee dots there for the last bit, and then I'll get the centrepiece out. I think I'm a wee bit wonky in places. See up, I just punched myself there, did you see it? I think up here I've got a wee bit thin. Whereas in comparison to this part around here it looks a lot better. But I'll see when I take it off. I shall see. Last wee fiddly one. You get copper dust in the cat. The cats aren't in here at the moment. You started earlier, Val. You cheat. You bounder. You cad. You wrongin'. So I've got my wee bits cut out. It's bloody marvellous. I'm going to get my big centrepiece and then I can start doing the outside. Last hole drilled. Come on. Come on, hand, wrist, fingers. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Done it. Oi, get back in there. Right. Bastard. Fatigue's kicking in, lads, that's what I say. Fatigue is kicking in. You wanted that one to break anyway. It was getting blunt. So it's just as well it did break. I got the fresh saw blade feels. Hello, female. Where have you been? Realistically, how thin a material can you get before it's a real nightmare to saw without stamping parts of the design? It does depend on what you are piercing, but I wouldn't like to go any less than 1/2 mil. And if I was cutting 1/2 mil, I wouldn't want to go quite as intricate as that. Then it's going to start wobbling about everywhere. So I really wouldn't want to do that. Hold on, I just need to plug myself in here. I'm back. Hello. Want to go much lower than that. As we were talking on Instagram Live with the bezel setting chat, we were saying about how bezel strip about for setting it's just too thin. It's all wobbly because it's 0.3 mil. I wouldn't want to saw pierce anything that's really quite thin. The problem is the teeth snag on the metal and it catches it and then it can bend it, and as you say, can snap the parts of the design. So yeah, I don't want to go too much thinner than 0.7, 0.5 mil sheet. Right, I'm on the outside. Then I'm done, man. No, the 0.7 should be fine, Marie. You'll be absolutely fine with that. You're just carrying on again, wondering why I'm not finished yet and I'm still on the internet. Here we go. Quite pleased with that. Can you have shoes? Yes, you can come in and get shoes if you want. Come in and say hello to people on the internet.
Can we have shoes?
Yes, I've just answered you. You're obviously, your feed is behind because I can still hear myself sawing in the background. Don't go without me.
Okay. Please us.
There's some infiltrators in here. Look,
Oh,
look, look at the people in here. Look.
I need to get me the right shoes. Yeah. Oh. Right. Goodbye.
Bye. Jesus, people have got no respect. Tell me. I want shoes to show me the way. I'm just peeling all my template off here. It's like a kung fu movie. Well, Jill, you're going to have to explain that one. Is everybody fighting? What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Come on, Jill. Tell me. What does that mean? Right. Okay. The delay, right? With you. Is it like the guy in Police Academy? Here we go, squad. To hold it against him. There. Look, it's good from a distance, look. That's pretty smashing, isn't it? Hold on. There we go. Let's hold it up against something black so you can see it up close. That's not a bad job, is it? Quite happy with that. So, I am not on Virgin now. So I believe we've been on here long enough. But what I would do with this now is I would go back in there. Oh, I've got a Zoom meeting apparently. Okay. What I would do is go back in there with the saw blade, and that was kind of goes back to the question that was asked earlier on. Would you leave the template on? No, I wouldn't, because I can see where I need to tidy up now. Now I do the most of my tidying up with the saw blade, getting back in there and just kind of shaving it, using the saw blade as a file, tidying it up and making it nice and sharp. Where that's not possible, or and maybe in particular we've got bigger bits, I would use a flat needle file, the safety back one. Now what we used to do in the past as well is we used to grind that down. So if you were using a safety back needle file, of which I don't know if I've got one handy. No. Don't have it handy, yeah. Yes, so safety back needle file, so that's the front side, and then the back side is nice and smooth. We used to, and it's that shape, triangular. In the past we used to grind that down so it was very, very narrow, very flat, and you had to be careful with it, because if you press too hard then it snapped, because obviously that peak there, the backbone of it, gives it strength. But it was really good for getting into really kind of narrow, flat, intricate areas, and getting it nice and sharp and flat. And the good thing about this design is it's angular, it's flat all the way, so you'd be able just to get your flat file in there and just tidy everything up. So, you know, another half hour's work or so, and you've got that pretty much nailed. All right, I'm quite happy with that, and I enjoyed that despite the technical difficulties. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I had good fun. I hope you guys did too. I'm sorry that there's been delays. I'm sorry about the technical nonsense. It might just well be the interweb. I don't know. So, once again, thank you for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, 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 please post your efforts, your results on the Instagram, on our Facebook, just so you'll just comment below this video. Tag me and Kate in it at Vanilla Ink UK, at Scott Vanilla Ink. Let us know, put it in your stories, put it in, and let me know how you got on. If you enjoyed it, I'm interested to see. Maybe is that a double question, or is that one? Because you can use the 0.7 silver sheet, that's absolutely fine, it's not a problem. Okay, so I hope you had fun, and we'll see you tomorrow for Connect. Please, for the love of God, get your entries in as early as possible to me, because it takes me all day to get that video filmed. As you can imagine, it's a 20 odd minute video film, and I'm not a video editor. So I love hanging about with you for a wee while every Wednesday. It's great fun. This is good for my soul. I really enjoy doing it, and I hope it's good for your soul too. So it's great. So stay safe, keep well, be kind, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye bye.